successful in many areas. But when it comes to sport, the island state seems to come up short. It's trying to change that. In recent years, Singapore, despite being the smallest country by size in Southeast Asia, has been punching above its weight when it comes to sports, both regionally and in the global arena. Making waves in both athletic and organizational excellence. Increasing medal hauls at regional and international meets to staging bigger and better events year on year shows the country's pursuit of higher goals and raising the bar in sporting standards. But the country acknowledges it is still far from the finishing line. The quest began 15 years ago when the Republic embarked on a multi-million-dollar master plan to lift sports at the recreational, professional and industry levels. Singapore's blueprint has been timely as sports as a whole in Asia and the ASEAN region is growing. Besides plugging into the region's sports and economic growth, sports would also be a perfect vehicle to break down barriers like cultural, language and other differences in the ASEAN region.
Indeed, I have to agree from personal experience that sports can encourage people-to-people interaction, and such personal-level meetings and connections can act as the building blocks for a massive sports tide to rise in ASEAN. After all, as the saying goes, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
That saying holds true for sports too, and in Singapore, quite a few individuals have made that move, mentally and physically preparing themselves for the uncharted and untested path ahead. A good example of that is basketball. The setting up of the ASEAN Basketball League, or ABL, in 2009 provided an excellent opportunity for aspiring athletes to turn professional. The ABL has raised the profile of basketball in the region while also breaking new ground in the management of club-level sports. For example, the Singapore national team brought home a bronze from the 27th Southeast Asian Games in Myanmar. The team made history by winning the first medal in basketball at the SEA Games in over 34 years. The bulk of the team, including the head coach, were from the Singapore Slingers, formed in 2006. Team Singapore continued the momentum 2 years later, winning another bronze at the 2015 SEA Games held in their own backyard. Clearly, the participation in the ABL gave the Singapore players a leg up to achieve glory for the nation and hone their skills.
Years I've been to the national team for 10 long years. For the first 4 years, we didn't get a chance to participate in any SEA Games activities. Slingers step in, and then slowly, Slingers built us, mold us as a better player. 1 or 2 years, after Slingers season started, Sports Singapore actually, Sports Council actually gave us a chance to participate in this SEA Games. I think it's 2001-3. That is our first ever SEA Games after 7 or 6 years, and that's the only time that for us to shine.
Slingers coach Neo Bing Siang, who until recently was the Singapore national men's team coach, agrees that his players have improved by playing in the ASEAN Basketball League. Neo revealed that the 8-month-long league format of the ABL allows the experimentation of different strategies, and more importantly, the players can adopt a more serious approach to the game and their fitness, playing as full-time professionals.
They train basically full-time, so they have a morning and night training, twice a day rather than last time only one training, and basically not every day, so it's a lot of difference. So from there, I think, I believe the bronze medal is coming from that program, Slingers program.
The Slingers, including 5 other teams from Thailand, Malaysia, Brunei, Indonesia and the Philippines, jump-started the newly formed ABL in 2009. Over the years, some teams left, while new ones joined. The Singapore side kept faith, and that has paid off. After reaching 3 semi-finals in previous years, the team made a breakthrough for the recently ended 2015-2016 season, when the Slingers attained their best ever result, finishing second to the West Port's Malaysia Dragons. While narrowly losing out on clinching the trophy, the Slingers won new fans, from a 2,500 capacity crowd packing the Slingers' home base, the OCBC Arena, for their last 2 home games this past season, to another first, a 200-strong contingent of supporters accompanying the Slingers for the last match in Kuala Lumpur in late March this year. More than local fans, the Slingers' good run would have also been noticed by the regional audiences. The ABL Games reached 22.1 million households across 5 ASEAN countries: Singapore, Philippines, Thailand, Malaysia, and Vietnam, through cable and free-to-air television. With such wide exposure and the renewed success, both coach and player are hoping that the younger ones will take on the mantle and bring in even more glory to the team.
With Singapore Slingers, it actually motivates the younger generations to play professional sports in the near future, because as I can foresee, and I hope that our younger generations will do better than us, attaining like a gold medal for Singapore, and not only within the ASEAN region. I really hope that the younger generation will be able to do better than us, like in the Asian Games.
Such aspirations of Singapore players competing on the Asian stage could get a boost with plans to expand the ABL from the current 6-team format. Teams from Hong Kong and Taiwan could be invited to add buzz and further raise the playing standards, as the sport there has produced several world-class cages.
After the break, find out how ASEAN's favourite sport, football, has not only brought players but also fans closer in more ways than one.